Good afternoon, guys. This is my second video of basic JavaScript project series, and in this video, we are generating this hex color randomly, and the background is gonna change according to this hex color. In the last video, the first video, we have stored five to six colors in one array, and it will take color from the array randomly and change the background accordingly. But in this project, we are gonna generate this color randomly, and it will change the background according to that random color. So for this purpose, let me create index.html. For index.html, I'm writing like this. And now I also want to link my style sheet. So I'll like link, and then I am naming my style sheet as main.css. And then I have a container over here, division dot container, and then I'm creating h2, giving class name as heading, and just writing the hex code is, and then I'm creating a span for the hex code, and giving a class name as code. And I'm writing nothing because the color is gonna generate randomly, so I don't want to be static. I want dynamically, so that's why I have not written anything over here. And then I also want one button. So for that purpose, I am writing button, and I want to give a style. So for style, class style, and to style this button, I need to give a class name. So for the class name, I'm just giving the hex button as a class name, and then press enter. Here type is equals to button, and press here to change the color. Press here to change the color. So that is it for my HTML file. So now I also want to style my HTML file. For that purpose, like we did in the last video, I want this word. I want this HTML in the vertically and the horizontally center. So for that purpose, I am writing min height equals to 100 view height, and then align items equals to center, justify content equals to center, and also display flags. So now all those things are vertically and horizontally center to my page. And now I will just write the container. I want to style this container, which has all the h2 and button over here, and I just want text transform equals to capitalize, and also align item equals to center, and text align equals to center. So then I have a heading over here. Yeah. So for the heading, I just want text transform to capitalize, so it will look nice. And then I have a span. So I want to style a span as well. So I give that span as a class for a code, so I'm just writing code over here. I want the font size little bit bigger than my actual heading. For that, I'm just writing font size. Font size is equal to 1.2 rem, and that's it for the span tiling. And then I have a button. I have a button, and for the button I have given a class name as a hex button. So for that hex button, I want a border for this button. So border is let's give 2 pixel solid, hashtag anything like white, so fe. So now it doesn't have any it doesn't there is no border right now because my background color is also white, so but border is not displaying right now. So and then I have my border radius around 8 pixel, and then I also want padding. So padding is like 0.25 rem and 0.5 rem, and I also want the font size equals to 2 rem. So no, 2 rem is bigger than this we expected. So 1.5 rem. Then I also want outline equals to null, because whenever I click, I don't want that annoying line. Then cursor is equals to pointer, so whenever it will go on the button, the hand will pop up. And yeah, so for the color, uh, color black is fine, so I don't need to give any color for this one. It is by default black. Then whenever I am hovering on the button, I also want to change the background. So background color RGB. I also want opacity, so that's why I'm writing A over there. 0.6. So now it does have opacity over here. So that's it for the styling. Yeah, that's it for the styling. And for the main JS, for the JavaScript file, I will just grab a body from the HTML. So for that, I am creating one variable name as body document dot query selector. I'm using query selector. I can also use document.getElements by tag name, but I find this one is better because whenever I want to grab a class or something like that. So query select I want to write a document dot get elements by class names. So query selector is the uniform form, so we can grab all the elements from the query selector. And I want the body over here, so for that purpose I'm writing body. We also want a button. So I'm writing button variable. For that purpose, document dot query selector. And now my class name for the button is hex button. So for that purpose, writing dot and my class name. And then I also want my span, because I want to display that hex code in the span as well, and it will change the background color according to that. So for that purpose, I am writing code variable and document dot query selector and dot what's my span name over here. It's okay. It's also code. Let's give this to code, and then I'll create one array. So const colors array equals to okay. So for that purpose, let's understand hex code first. Hex code white. So this value after hashtag is basically this value is normally from 0 to 9 and A to F. So my 0 to 9 and then I have A which also stands for 10. Then if and B is for 11. So it's I have values from 0 to 9 in the hex color. So for that purpose, I'll write like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then A, B, C, oh, sorry, F. So I have stored one array from. I have stored all the possibilities in the hex color in one array. Now I want button event. So for that purpose, I will write button dot add event listener, and what type of event I want. I want click event. So for that purpose, I am writing click, and I will write just the callback function. So callback function is gonna be my change color, and now we are gonna write change color function. So function change color. So for that purpose, I the hex color code which is normally start with hashtag. So now I will write one variable let hex code equals to hashtag. Oh sorry, and then hex code is normally for the 6-digit number. So I will write one loop, and from that one loop we are going to generate the random number, and we will store that random number into this hex code right now, and then we will change the background according to that hex code. So for that purpose I'm writing one loop which starts from 0, which is less than 6, and I plus plus, and then for the random number I will write let random equals to math dot flow, and then math dot random are uh, colors array dot length. This is the same thing that we did into the last video, and now I have get a random number over here. Then I want to assign. I want to get random number into the hex code. Whenever every time it generates the random number between if 0 to 6, it will add that number into the hex code. So for that purpose, hex code plus or equals to hex code plus or equals to colors of array, and over here random. So now I have my hex code over here. Now I want that hex code. I want to get that hex code and change the background for accordingly. So for that purpose, body dot style dot background color equals to my hex code, and I also want to display that hex code into the span over there, so I can know that which color is this, which hex code background color is this. So for that purpose, I will write like this: code dot inner HTML. So it will change the HTML to the hex code, and I think that's it. Let's run it. So let me check that our project is working or not. So let's go. I'll click the button. It is changing, it is taking color randomly, and it is also changing the background. And then I will click another time. So now basically our project is completed. Whatever color is changing for the background, it also displays into the span. So that's it for the second video. I hope you like it and you learn something new from here. Thank you so much.